Good evening.
First, from the East Brunswick Education Association, I'd like to congratulate all of you and thank you for your service, and happy National Board of Education Month to all of you. So before we start our presentation today, I wanted to, for the benefit of the new members of the Board of Education, explain why you're being entertained tonight. So I am Joanne Byges. I'm a high school social studies teacher and also the chairperson of the Pride Committee, the East Brunswick Education Association's Pride Committee. So the overall goal of the Pride Committee is to show pride in public education. But more specifically, our goal is to promote events and activities that bring the school community and the East Brunswick community together. So you may have seen us at events, you may have attended events. We're really hard to miss. We wear our red EBEA Pride shirts at all events. We usually have a table set up with our big red EBEA Pride tablecloth, which is oftentimes set up under our big red EBEA Pride tent.
I see a pattern, Joanne.
Yes, you see a pattern? Okay. But our events, vary. But at each event, anybody who attends our events, at no expense to the attendees, we provide things such as refreshments, giveaways, a chance at a free raffle, promotional brochures and educational brochures, and most importantly, time and opportunity for members of the staff to interact with members of the community. So just to give you some ideas of some of the things that have already occurred this past year, beginning in actually last July, we participated as a sponsor with the VFW on Cranberry Road with their 5K race. In September, we participated in East Brunswick Community Day. We also distributed at all back-to-school nights our East Brunswick Education Association Who We Are brochures to all of the parents who attended. In October, we were part of the East Brunswick High School girls volleyball pink game. In December, the Pride sponsored the Alliance for the Prevention of Drug and Alcohol Abuse Town Hall meeting. And just this past Tuesday, we were at the rival high school basketball game between the Bears and St. Joe's Falcons. We handed out rally towels to all of the attendees, which we really needed. Didn't really help, but we were there nonetheless. So tonight, we continue one of our monthly Pride events, and that is our Learning Across the District. And so what happens once a month is that 2 buildings in the district are represented as a way to showcase to you, to the members of the audience, and to everybody that's watching on TV, all of the wonderful things that go on in our buildings every day. So tonight, we are represented by Kathy Segreto, who is a member of our ESPs, and also Pooja Daga, who is representing Hammersholt School as a math teacher, and who has brought some of her students to entertain you tonight. So thank you very much, and I'm going to turn it over to Kathy.
Good evening, everybody. I am Kathy Segreto, and I am here tonight to talk about the educational support professionals known as the ESPs and their role in the East Brunswick schools. Who are the ESPs? They are instructional assistants, secretaries, food service workers, custodial and maintenance workers, bus drivers, health and student services, technology, security workers. Most live here in East Brunswick and have had children in the district, making us doubly invested. What do the ESPs do? They educate and foster our children in the classrooms. They protect and engage our students on the playgrounds, in the cafeterias, and in the classrooms. They drive them safely to and from school. They keep the classrooms clean and well-maintained. They roam the halls and the grounds to ensure the students are safe. They fix everything that breaks in the schools. They feed the students healthy breakfast and lunch. They give first aid and provide medical assistance when they are sick or injured. They help the students to use technology. They create a welcoming school environment for the students and the parents. They create a I said that. They make sure that the school records are up to date. The bottom line, the ESPs make an impact on the students' lives each and every day. They are mentors and serve as positive role models. ESPs we are also active in the community. A committee under the leadership of Florence Tagliarucci and Lucy Bartoni, which was formed last year, and I am proud to say we have accomplished so much. We have brought concerns to them, and they have come back with favorable end results. We have gotten involved with the committee, with the Pride Committee. We did a Malloween at the mall where we gave out coloring books and crayons. We recently, which was the best, we did a coat drive where we collected new, gently used coats. We were able to donate so many coats. I thank everybody for anybody that participated in our coat donation because it was overwhelming. Thank you, thank you. We also plan on cleaning up Butterfly Park this summer, which should be fun, exciting. Can't wait. Okay. I came across a poem by David Arnold entitled, What If? And I'd like to share that. What if, let's suppose just for a moment, there weren't any ESPs. What would the schools be and where would education be? If not for the dedication of each educational support professional, how could our schools ever survive or even function at all? For the bus drivers wouldn't be there to pick up our children along the way. The doors would not be unlocked. The lights wouldn't come on. The buildings wouldn't be heated. The aides would not be there to give special needs to all the children. Our cooks wouldn't be there to make a hot and tasty meal ready for all to feed. School security wouldn't be there to watch with care. Each child's records would not be the secretary's load to bear. The computers would crash without the technicians to keep them up to date. And not for the maintenance personnel, one could only guess how our schools would look. And there are so many more that give so much in different capacities. For each ESP, education is far more than another job or utility. Education is our child's future, our hopes and prayers for our nation. For that future, each day, ESPs give their work, love, and dedication. Again, we give our work, love, and dedication. I thank everybody tonight so much for listening to me. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Segreto.
Good evening, board members, administrators, my fellow colleagues, and families. First of all, thank you for the opportunity for letting me come here today and present to you a fun game called Trash Kit Ball. Earlier this year, I took an online hybrid course with Ms. Nicole Tibbetts, where we explored strategies to motivate and engage students that just may seem very disaffected in our classroom. This game not only reinforces math skills that are taught in our classroom every day, the kids absolutely love it. Without doubt, they are 100% engaged. Children coming into a 7th grade pre-algebra math classroom may come in with the fixed mindset of maybe not liking math or just deciding that they're not good at it. As an educator, it's my responsibility to change this notion and just help them be successful. While we were reading articles and having online discussions in the hybrid courses, we noticed that games have the best impact on disaffected students. I wanted to find something that motivates all my students, and I wanted to make sure that it facilitates precision, cooperation, math conversations, and a little bit of competition. Trashketball does all this and so much more. That being said, I would love to introduce my 9 students here who've done their homework and took out some time from their lives to come over here and show you what a Trashketball game looks like. You ready, kid?
As the students come into the class, your Miss Daga hands out colorful sticks in a random order. These sticks represent which team each student is on. The students are now saying with their teams and discussing a team name. As you can see, Maddie and Jackie are writing their team names on the board. The team name signals which team is in the lead.
As you can see, Ms. Daga gave both teams the problems that they are working on right now.
Usually, in the beginning, the questions are easier, and as the round goes on, they get harder and harder. While our basic skills in math are tested, we are also required to work with our classmates.
As you can see, Kaylee is coming up and asking Ms. Daga if the questions are right. Ms. Daga gave Kaylee a thumbs up, which means that Kaylee's team got all 4 questions correct.
Okay, so now because our team finished, we're going to shoot now. And remember, if you miss the baskets, you don't lose any points, you keep the same amount. And the first basket is 1 point, the second basket is 2 points, and the third basket is 3 points. So I'm gonna shoot for the third one because it's the most points.
Points for striking.
As you saw when Kaylee was shooting, Shelby came up to Miss Daga. However, Miss Daga told Shelby to go back. That means that Shelby's team got something wrong.
So I went back to my team and we fixed our mistake. So now we have 3 points. But Daniel from our team is going to shoot, and he's going to see how many more points we can get.
Safe route.
Smart money.
4 points, and the game's tied. Now everyone's working on round 2.
So as you can see, the game is not just about effort. It's about teamwork. Anything can happen at any point in the game. You'll see something else happening that gets the kids very excited at the end.
At any point in the game, you can go up to your teacher or teacher nearby in the building and ask them to throw the ball for you. If they make it into one of the baskets, you add the point to it, and then you double the team's points.
Okay, so now it's your turn. Anybody want to try shooting? You will. Come on down. Ready?
Should they have tried Dr. Gaskell since he'll be representing
Yeah, where's Dr. Gaskell? I think I
our
did see
team.
him. Why don't you stay where you are.
the wizard?
From back.
Yeah, from back there. You gotta stay where you are.
From back there. From
Way
there.
back, yeah.
Yeah. Way back. Go on. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Oh!
Try harder on Sunday. We'll pretend you made it.
All right, I would love to introduce these students. So guys, can you get up? We've got Daniel Graber.
basketball skills and our math back at the same time.
So I have a
Alright.
question for the group. I have a question for you guys before you leave. Does the interaction on the floor, is that the part you enjoy the most when you're working together to solve the problems?
Yeah, because it actually really helps us out a lot, and when I'm taking a quiz or test, like, I always remember that one student saying something that I did wrong, and I know how to do it, like, better.
Kind of reinforces things for you. Great.
So it looks like the only element that would turn the volume up on this is if Mr. Yanazzo had a few minutes to help with some of the shooting. That's it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't feel so bad tonight because I didn't strike anybody with a
No,
piece of paper.
no. That was great, though. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah. Ms. Begis had made a remark earlier about how over, I guess, the past couple years, we've added this to our agenda. Years ago, we used to start board meeting agendas with the business that we had, going through our list. We'd end with the superintendent's report. I know a few of you remember this. We'd end with the superintendent's report, and we didn't have any presentations. So we've really turned these agendas the right way upside down. This is probably the best thing we've added to these agendas that I can remember, because this is the only thing I care to watch, really. Then we have to do some of this stuff, but it's great. So thanks for bringing this to us.
Thanks for honesty.
What's that?
No.
I love it. And the next.